Welcome to Whispered Words and Chapter of Love. Today we will be giving a summary of House of Flame and Shadow, Crescent City, by Sarah J. Maas. Click the link in the description for your copy. Watch till the end of this video and find out how to receive the audio version of this book for free. Chapter 1. Bryce Quinlan is half fae and half human, and she works at Griffin Antiquities, an antique shop in Crescent City. She is visited by her best friend, Danica Fender, a werewolf, who asks her to keep a sword for her for a few hours. The sword is very powerful, and Bryce can feel its magic. She knows that it is important, but she doesn't know why Danica is asking her to keep it. Later that night, Bryce is attacked by a group of Asteri, a race of powerful aliens who are trying to take over Crescent City. Bryce is able to fight them off, but she is injured. She returns to Griffin Antiquities and finds Danica waiting for her. Danica tells Bryce that the sword is a key to defeating the Asteri, and that she is the only one who can use it. Bryce is hesitant to accept this responsibility, but she knows that she has to do something to save Crescent City. She takes the sword and agrees to help Danica. Chapter 2. Bryce and Hunt Athaler attend a get-together at Rune's house. They are still trying to figure out their relationship, as Hunt is a powerful Vanir warrior and Bryce is a half-fae, half-human with a lot of power of her own. At the party, Declan reveals that he is dating Mark Rosarin, a leopard shifter. Bryce is surprised, as she knows that Declan is not attracted to men. She later learns that Declan made a deal with the Asteri, an alien race that is trying to take over Crescent City. In exchange for their help in finding Bryce, Declan agreed to date Mark. Bryce is angry with Declan for making the deal, but she knows that he did it out of love for her. She also knows that Hunt will never let her live it down if she breaks the deal, so she decides to keep it a secret. Meanwhile, new archangels have been chosen for Micah and Sandriel's territories. Ephraim has been chosen for northern Pangera, and Celestina has been chosen for Crescent City. Celestina has kept a low profile, and no one has heard anything bad about her. Bryce asks the Underking if he knows what the sequence from Sophie's arm means, but he doesn't know. He tells her to ask them, pointing to where Pippa and her Lightfall soldiers are now entering the temple courtyard. Rune blocks the doors to the temple to give them time. The Underking reveals that Pippa came to him when she was a child and asked for his help. He gave her a labyrinth of spells to solve, and she eventually found her way to him. He was impressed with her intelligence and determination, and he agreed to help her. Bryce is intrigued by Pippa's story, but she is also wary of her. She knows that Pippa is dangerous, and she doesn't trust her intentions. Chapter 3. Bryce Quinlan is walking home from work when she is attacked by a group of Asteri. The Asteri are a race of powerful aliens who are trying to take over Crescent City, and Bryce is one of the few people who can stop them. Bryce is able to fight off the Asteri, but she is seriously injured. She is rescued by her best friend, Hunt Athaler, who is a powerful Vanir warrior. Hunt takes Bryce to his apartment to recover, but they are soon attacked by another group of Asteri. Hunt and Bryce are able to defeat the Asteri, but they realize that they are not safe. The Asteri are still hunting them, and they are determined to destroy Bryce. This chapter is important because it introduces the conflict between Bryce and the Asteri. It also shows how powerful Bryce is, and how she is able to fight off her attackers. The chapter also develops the relationship between Bryce and Hunt, and it shows how they are able to work together to defeat their enemies. Chapter 4. The Asteri torture Hunt, forcing him to relive his worst memories. They threaten him with the death of Bryce Quinlan, his beloved half-fae half-human companion. Hunt's strength and willpower are put to the ultimate test as he endures the Asteri's cruel methods. Meanwhile, Bryce and her allies desperately search for a way to rescue Hunt from the Asteri's clutches. They know that time is running out, and the Asteri are determined to break Hunt's spirit and extract the information they seek from him. As the battle against the Asteri intensifies, Hunt's fate hangs in the balance, and Bryce races against time to save him. The chapter culminates in a heart-pounding cliffhanger, leaving the reader on the edge of their seat, eager to learn the outcome of Hunt's ordeal and the fate of Bryce and her allies. Chapter 5 of House of Flame and Shadow, Crescent City is titled A Warrior's Gambit, and it is the 5th chapter in Sarah J. Maas's 3rd book in the Crescent City series. This chapter picks up right after Chapter 4, where Bryce Quinlan and her friends are on the run from the Asteri, who are a race of powerful aliens who are trying to take over Crescent City. In this chapter, Bryce and her friends make a daring plan to rescue Hunt Athaler, who has been captured by the Asteri and is being tortured. The plan is for Bryce to infiltrate the Asteri stronghold and rescue Hunt while her friends create a diversion. The plan is risky, but Bryce is determined to save Hunt. She is able to sneak into the Astery stronghold using her powers of stealth and deception. She finds Hunt in a torture chamber and is able to free him. However, they are not safe yet. The Astery are alerted to their presence and they are soon surrounded. Bryce and Hunt are forced to fight for their lives. In the end, Bryce and Hunt are able to defeat the Astery and escape the stronghold. They are reunited with their friends and they are finally safe. Chapter 5 is a thrilling and action-packed chapter that leaves the reader on the edge of their seat. It is a testament to Bryce's strength and courage, and it shows that she is willing to do anything to save the people she loves. Chapter 6. Bryce and Hunt escape from the Astery's clutches, but their freedom comes at a cost. Hunt is severely injured, and Bryce is haunted by the horrors she witnessed during their capture. Seeking refuge in the Hollow, a sanctuary for displaced Fae, Bryce and Hunt must confront their own inner demons while navigating the treacherous political landscape of this hidden realm. As they unravel the mysteries of the Hollow, they uncover a hidden power that could change the course of the war against the Astery. But this power comes with a dangerous price, one that could threaten their very existence. Amidst the chaos and uncertainty, Bryce and Hunt's bond deepens, providing them with the strength to face any challenge that lies ahead. Together, they must decide whether to embrace the power they've discovered or risk losing everything they hold dear. Chapter 7. Bryce Quinlan and Hunt Athalar continue their perilous journey to the Hollow, a place of immense power and danger, seeking a way to vanquish the Astery and liberate Crescent City from their oppressive reign. They find themselves amidst the treacherous terrain of the Hollow, where they encounter a formidable group of Fae, creatures of immense power and enigmatic nature. Initially met with hostility, Bryce and Hunt must navigate the intricacies of Fae politics and earn their trust to gain access to the knowledge they seek. Bryce confronts her own personal demons, grappling with the weight of her lineage and the complexities of her identity. She delves deeper into her connection to the Hollow, discovering untapped reserves of power within herself. Hunt, wrestling with his own inner turmoil, struggles to reconcile his past trauma with his newfound love for Bryce. He finds solace in their shared training and the growing bond between them. As Bryce and Hunt train under the tutelage of the Fae, they cultivate a deeper understanding of their combined powers and the intricate dynamics of their relationship. They learn to harness their individual strengths and forge an unbreakable alliance. With renewed determination, Bryce and Hunt prepare to face the Astery, the formidable adversaries who threaten their existence. They embark on their mission, armed with newfound knowledge, forged unity, and an unwavering resolve to protect Crescent City from the brink of destruction. Chapter 8. Bryce Quinlan and Hunt Athalar arrive in the Hollow, a place of immense magic and danger. Immediately upon their arrival, they are attacked by a group of fearsome creatures, forcing them to fight for their lives. Amidst the chaos, they encounter a mysterious figure who offers them guidance and assistance, revealing the Hollow's inhabitants, a community of powerful Fae. Bryce and Hunt's presence in the Hollow is met with suspicion and hostility from the Fae, who view them as outsiders. Despite the initial resistance, Bryce's connection to the Hollow and her innate magical abilities begin to gain the Fae's attention and respect. She discovers that she possesses a unique power, the ability to manipulate shadows and darkness, a gift that could prove invaluable in their fight against the Astery. Meanwhile, Hunt faces his own challenges as he grapples with the lingering effects of his torture at the hands of the Astery. His inner turmoil and unresolved trauma threaten to hinder his ability to fully embrace his potential as a Vanir warrior. However, Bryce's unwavering support and the encouragement of the Fae help him find a path towards healing and self-discovery. As Bryce and Hunt delve deeper into the secrets of the Hollow, they uncover ancient prophecies and hidden truths that intertwine with their own destinies. They realize that their presence in the Hollow is not merely a coincidence but rather a crucial part of a grander plan to confront the Astery and restore balance to the world. Chapter 9. Bryce Quinlan and Hunt Athalar arrive in the Hollow, a place of great magic and danger. They are immediately attacked by a group of creatures, but they are able to fight them off. Bryce and Hunt are then taken to meet the inhabitants of the Hollow, who are a group of powerful Fae. The Fae are not friendly, and Bryce and Hunt must earn their trust. Bryce learns more about her powers and her connection to the Hollow, while Hunt deals with his own inner demons. Bryce and Hunt train with the Fae and learn how to use their powers together. They also confront their own feelings for each other. The chapter ends with Bryce and Hunt returning to Crescent City, ready to face the Astery. Chapter 10. Bryce Quinlan and Hunt Athalar continue their exploration of the Hollow, a place of immense magic and danger. They encounter a group of powerful fae who are initially hostile towards them. Bryce must overcome her own demons and earn the trust of the fae in order to survive. As they delve deeper into the hollow, Bryce discovers more about her own powers and her connection to this magical realm. She learns that she possesses abilities far beyond what she previously imagined, and that she has a unique role to play in the fate of the hollow. The chapter culminates in a confrontation between Bryce and an ancient evil that has been lurking within the depths of the hollow. Bryce must use all of her newfound strength and power to defeat this threat, and in doing so, she solidifies her place as a protector of the hollow and a force to be reckoned with. Chapter 11. In this chapter, Bryce and Hunt continue their training with the fae in the hollow. They learn more about their powers and how to use them together. They also deal with their own feelings for each other. Bryce struggles with her own demons, and she is haunted by her past. She is also worried about Hunt, who is still recovering from his torture by the Astery. Despite their challenges, Bryce and Hunt grow closer together. They learn to trust each other, and they begin to see a future together. At the end of the chapter, Bryce and Hunt are ready to face the Astery and save Crescent City. Chapter 12 begins with Micah arriving at Bryce's gallery with news about the investigation into the murder of Jezebel Rain. He tells Bryce that the true culprit has not yet been caught, which means that he will be under pressure at the upcoming summit meeting to demonstrate his control over his city. Micah also informs Bryce that Sandriel, the new witch queen, will be officially recognized at the summit and will be staying in Crescent City for a month. Sandriel will be accompanied by Pollux Antonius, a Triarii commander also known as the Hammer. Bryce learns more about the 7 territories of Hell, which are the Hollow, the Trench, the Canyon, the Ravine, the Chasm, the Abyss, and the Pit. These territories are home to various creatures, including the Astery, the Vanir, and the Fae. The chapter concludes with Bryce and Hunt preparing for the upcoming summit meeting and the challenges that lie ahead. They know that they must remain vigilant and protect each other, as well as Crescent City, from any potential threats. Chapter 13. In the aftermath of the battle, Bryce and Hunt are hailed as heroes. They have saved Crescent City from the Astery, and they are now seen as symbols of hope and resilience. Bryce is finally able to come to terms with her past, and she and Hunt are able to move forward together. The Astery are defeated, and their reign of terror over Crescent City is over. The city is slowly beginning to heal, and the people are starting to rebuild their lives. Bryce and Hunt are determined to make sure that something like this never happens again, and they are working to create a better future for Crescent City. Thank you for joining us today for this summary. Consider signing up for Amazon Audible and receive your first book for free. If you use our affiliate link in the description, our channel will receive a small commission at no extra charge to you. Until